25 million albums and has sung with some of the greatest singers in the world.
Later in the show, he's going to perform from his new album, but not before he sits on our couch. Josh Groban, thank you for joining us.
What a couch.
Isn't it, huh? It's nice. We can sell this to you if you want.
This is really plush. And what a fruit. This is the most exotic fruit bowl I think I've ever seen on any talk show.
What is what that is? I don't know what that is. Is that a jackfruit?
Well...
No?
It's dragon fruit.
Whatever it is, I'm honored.
You can have it.
Can I?
You can take it
I
with you.
should sneak it on my way
generous.
out. Thank you. Yes. Thanks for having me back. Thrilled to be here.
Now, you actually sort of put the cool into classical, didn't you?
Wow.
People say that about you.
We say that about you.
Nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. That's
really?
awesome. Well, I mean, I always kind of grew up loving a certain style of singing and loving a certain traditional element to music. And you know, I wouldn't say I was, you know, like the cool kid in school. I mean, it was something that kind of hid for a little while. But then once I started kind of singing with my natural voice and started getting out there, I realized that there were a lot of people who liked this music and a lot of people that were just like me who liked this music.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
the music's so great, but on this new album, you're doing, you know, you're still writing songs. And you do a lot of classic takes on songs and some modern songs too. You do the Glenn Hansard song from Once, which is beautiful.
Thanks.
You've got a Jimmy Webb song, which is one of my favourite Jimmy Webb songs in there. Tell me about the process of putting an album like this together for you.
Well, you always come in with a stack of songs you've just been dying to sing for a long time, and some of them kind of rise to the top and are right for a record, and some of them you think are going to be great in your mind, and then you sing them and you say, all right, that's going to be for karaoke for the rest of my life. But then you kind of sit there and you say, okay, what don't we have? What is it that I want to say and express? And so that's where the songwriting comes in. So all of my records are always kind of a mixture of the both.
Because isn't there a song on there that's actually about the poverty line? You've just written a song about the poverty line.
Called Below the Line.
Yeah.
It was inspired by an organization called Feeding America that is about below the line, and it, you know, it's true. Anytime you can get a message out there that becomes bigger than yourself, bigger than the song, and can be used to spread a message of good, it makes the bigger picture. I mean, it's fantastic.
It is. And Josh, you've sung with some iconic names. If you don't mind, I'm just going to throw a few of them at you. And
let's do a word association with famous people.
You tell me one thing about that person that would surprise us, okay? So, Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand. A perfectionist. I don't know, that probably wouldn't surprise anybody, but she's absolutely meticulous about her craft, and working with her was an amazing learning experience.
All right.
Go on.
Second name, Celine Dion.
Celine Dion, seriously, what you see is what you get. One of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. I feel like I should be giving you like more interesting tidbits.
No, that's good.
Smells like Cheetos.
I've heard that about Celine.
Cracks her knuckles. I don't know. Yeah.
What about Andrea Bocelli?
Andrea Bocelli. Somebody I've always looked up to. He's somebody who is just has been one of my heroes since I was 15 years old. And he's kind of one of the reasons for my big break. I got to stand in for him at a Grammy rehearsal when I was 17, and then we got to sing that song together at the Grammys 10 years later. So very full circle with Andrea.
It is, yeah, definitely.
I want to ask you something as well. I mean, there's been a thing where you sort of come out and you are that sort of crossover pop classical guy, and you sold so many albums, and all of a sudden, like, you know, you get picked up by people like Jimmy Kimmel, and you did that wonderful thing, which is the Kanye West tweets, which is one of my favorite things.
Oh,
and that
thank you. I gave away some of my best melodies for that bit.
You really?
I really wrote some gems, if I do say so myself, some really nice ones. Yeah, those tweets were hysterical, and Kimmel always lets me do very funny stuff.
And you've crossed over into acting too, haven't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, I think we must have some vision of that somewhere.
Do we have?
Otherwise, we wouldn't have mentioned it.
No, we're just going to talk. In fact, we may just give you some scripts.
It'll be online. It'll be.
Yeah, look, if you want to see Josh acting,
Google
him, but just not now.
Yeah.
Now there are a few quirky facts about you, aren't there, Josh?
Oh, hey, here's
here we go.
Oh, this is some of the tweets.
Yeah, that was a bad word that I tweeted today. Very bad word. These are actual tweets.
These are actual Kanye tweets.
No, they're not. Seriously?
Yeah.
Not until I get the table low. Oh, wow.
I love the fact that you're still singing the melody.
Oh, it's true. They're catchy.
They're very catchy.
Oh, I got a big note here. I hope you found it.
Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, you know.
You could do you do that in some of your live shows? Do you incorporate some of this? Because you are very funny. Do you incorporate some of that stuff in?
When the drunk bloke at the back of the arena yells, "Do the Kanye tweet!"
That'll be me.
That'll be
good.
David.
Excellent. All right.
Next one.
I'll listen out, and I will happily oblige.
I hope I get better seats on back row. I'm just saying.
If you yell it from the front, it'll be really loud. So yeah.
Now, we have heard a few funny things, like it was obviously written once, so you will hear about it for the rest of your life.
Okay.
But that your favourite, you have this girl crush on Natalie Portman.
Oh.
Is that right?
Sweet Natalie Portman.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
you know what it was?
Star Wars.
You know what it was? I had like these kid crushes when I was like, you know, all these actresses that like I grew up with, you know, when we're all like, you know, 12, 13 and we're watching movies like The Professional and stuff, and you're just like, I want to marry an assassin girl. You know, that's, yes, I want to go out sniping people at the age of 13. You know, that sounds awesome. I also had a big crush on Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was just...
The original or the movie?
I liked them.
Christina Ricci.
It was Christina Ricci. She was awesome. She had that little like black bob haircut. I liked him gothy when I was 12.
I'm sensing a
Yeah.
type. I'm
I like a
sensing
little
type.
for a boy
Yeah.
with you said was like a little bit sort of nerdy and like his music.
I
Went for the bad girls.
I wanted them a little edgy.
Do you
Yeah.
still like the bad girls?
Yeah, still like the bad girls. Yeah,
The tats
absolutely.
and-
Yeah.
Now, we're going back
That's
to this.
You don't know how many I have on.
I'd like to see you just step out with a girl with neck tats, you know, just like, or just like a
No, like a
Tyson
Mike
face
Tyson.
tat.
It's happened.
face tat.
It's happened. It hasn't made the Australian news apparently.
Hasn't it? I don't know why, what we're doing.
We are going back to this acting question because it's really...
We found it?
I think we've got something.
Have we
we've got
found
a run
something?
of you acting.
Uh-oh.
Well, you were in Crazy Stupid
yeah.
Love.
I was in Crazy Stupid Love. There's the
Which
haircut.
P.S.
Ally
I loved in
McBeal.
that.
There we go. See, if we see it on the television, it's brilliant, isn't it? There you are in Crazy
Are you
Stupid
going to do
Love.
some more acting?
I'd love to. Yeah, I enjoyed it so much, and Emma Stone was such a dream to work with, and I played Jerk really, really well. I nailed that audition for some reason. I have no idea, but
It's not a reflection on
but
you.
I hope not. I was method with it. I've been acting since I was in high school, and I was in improv troops and stuff, and so to be able to kind of be a part of certain TV that comes around as
I hear you and Ally McBeal.
I wasn't Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
Look at that fro.
Can I tell you
hair.
how well you nailed that character
Thank you.
in Crazy Stupid Love? I didn't even realise that was you
Thank
until
you.
now.
Thank you very much. I have sat behind that guy in meetings
Have you?
all my life, and
Yeah.
I studied him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mate, you're going to come back. You're going to sing a song for me.
I am, yeah. I'm going to sing a song that I wrote called Happy in My Heartache that is kind of about having the courage to move on from something that just isn't that healthy. So,
Oh.
yeah.
that
Natalie,
was
Natalie
heavy.
and Christina broke my heart at the
Yeah.
age of 12. I basically had this song in me from that moment
Moving on.
Yeah.
All
Well, we'll
right.
be getting all of that out.
So.
We'll do a little montage of Natalie and Christina from
Thank
that,
you.
over the top
Yeah,
of that
appreciate
song
that,
for
appreciate
you.
that.
Josh Groban, he's going to come back and sing to us very soon. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks,
us.
Thanks for having
Josh.
me.
Coming up now.